1072. Chapter 1072. A new way to eliminate the source. The stellar essence fire continuously emitted heat and light, but the distance its light could travel was limited, only visible within a certain range. Therefore, Lin Moyu hadn't seen the stellar essence fire until now. In his line of sight, starlight flickered, with at least 100 stellar essence fires twinkling. Lin Moyu knew he had finally truly entered War Zone 5 to 38. It wasn't the core yet, but at least it was no longer the outer edge. At the same time, Lin Moyu became more vigilant. The number of active aliens here would significantly increase. Especially when collecting stellar essence fire, one had to be particularly careful. Aliens had various methods. Often, before collecting stellar essence fire, they would thoroughly check the surroundings. Some even set up formations and other means. Some aliens chose to move in groups to ensure safety. Stellar essence fire was an important resource for every race. In his line of sight, a point of starlight suddenly distorted, flickering for a few seconds before disappearing. Lin Moyu noted the location of that stellar essence fire, indicating that someone had collected it. Crossing the starry sky, he arrived at the nearest stellar essence fire, took out the starfire jade bottle, and directly collected it. While collecting, Lin Moyu observed the dynamics of other stellar essence fires. If a stellar essence fire suddenly disappeared, it meant someone had collected it. He could follow the trail, kill, and loot. It wasn't just the aliens who did such things. After killing the Black Lizard clan member, he had gained quite a bit. Unfortunately, the later encounter with the Black Profound clan was different. They didn't have storage treasures. The Black Profound clan had internal spaces within their bodies, and everything they carried disappeared upon death, leaving Lin Moyu with nothing. The skeletons hid in the dark, remaining vigilant. If anyone dared to approach, they would be discovered immediately. With the skeletons present, the effectiveness of the warning pearl was greatly reduced. The second stellar essence fire was collected smoothly, without any interruptions. While collecting, Lin Moyu noticed two more stellar essence fires changing. One of them was gradually dimming, but halfway through, it suddenly brightened again. Lin Moyu knew this was because the collection process had been interrupted, likely due to a sneak attack and ensuing battle.
Let's go mediate.
Lin Moyu smiled slightly, spread his undead wings, and flew off. After being quiet for over 20 days, his hands were itching for action. A few minutes later, Lin Moyu flew over tens of millions of kilometers and finally sensed the overwhelming presence of laws. Two different laws were clashing in the starry sky. From tens of thousands of kilometers away from a stellar essence fire, Lin Moyu saw two aliens fighting. Their law domains were open, and their law powers were attacking and eroding each other. Lin Moyu saw the two combatants from afar. One emitted a crystalline glow, sparkling like a star. He was using the starlight law. The other was enveloped in ice, with the water law power surging and constantly freezing the starlight law. Both were equally matched, both at the 7th rank of True God, making it hard to determine a winner. Lin Moyu recognized both races from the information he had seen. The one using the starlight law was from the Goblin clan, and the one using the water law was from the Cold Star clan. Both races had once invaded the human race. A trace of killing intent flashed in Lin Moyu's eyes as he decided to
mediate.
The skeleton god generals responded, flanking from all directions and silently completing the encirclement. The two combatants had no idea they were already surrounded by the skeleton god generals. The encirclement tightened, and the net began to close. By the time they noticed the skeleton god generals, they were already completely surrounded, with no chance of escape.
Where did these skeletons come from? How can there be so many? Who dares to take advantage of the situation?
No one answered them. The skeleton god generals had completed the encirclement, and their long swords slashed through the starry sky, unleashing countless sword chi.
Bastard! Courting death!
The two shouted in unison, almost instantly becoming allies and attacking the skeleton god generals. Lin Moyu watched and shook his head lightly.
Too late.
As always, he didn't waste words with aliens. Talking was useless. Killing was the solution. After killing them, they would become his puppets. This was Lin Moyu's way of
mediating.
The most direct and effective method. Eliminate the source of the conflict, and the mediation is naturally successful. Lin Moyu successfully mediated. In the flames, the two aliens became resurrected beings. They were very obedient, handing over all their possessions. These two had been active in this war zone for over a year and had gained quite a bit. They had killed aliens and collected stellar essence fire. Their combined harvest included 10 stellar essence fires. Now, Lin Moyu had 15 stellar essence fires, exceeding the mission's requirement. But Lin Moyu was just getting started and had no intention of returning yet. Through questioning the two, Lin Moyu learned that if he continued flying in the previous direction for about 10 billion kilometers, he would reach the first stellar essence fire cluster. It was also the most fiercely contested area among the various races. They had been active there before but left because it was too dangerous. Their strength was average, so they moved to this area. Although there were fewer stellar essence fires here, and the distance between each was vast, it was relatively safer. According to them, to move freely in the stellar essence fire cluster, one needed at least the peak strength of the 7th rank of True God, or even the 8th rank. They were at the 7th rank of True God, but only at an average level, so it was dangerous for them. Lin Moyu calculated that he had already flown nearly 10 billion kilometers. If he flew another 10 billion kilometers, it would be 20 billion kilometers in total. Seemed far, but it wasn't much. The diameter of War Zone 5 to 38 was about a light year, nearly 1 trillion kilometers. Based on this calculation, if he continued deeper, there should be more stellar essence fires. Lin Moyu asked,
"Have you been deeper?" "No."
They both immediately denied it. Lin Moyu asked,
"Why not?" "Too dangerous."
They both answered in unison. Lin Moyu frowned slightly. If both said so, it must be truly dangerous. After their explanation, Lin Moyu understood that the danger came not only from alien attacks but also from the stellar essence fires. After passing the first stellar essence fire cluster, flying another 10 billion kilometers would reach the second stellar essence fire cluster. The second cluster was much larger, at least 10 times bigger. But opportunities often came with danger. There, the stellar essence fires moved randomly and could even appear out of thin air. If unlucky, a stellar essence fire could appear right where you were. Stellar essence fires not only burned the body but also ignited the soul. They could instantly kill anyone below the 8th rank of True God. Even those at the 8th rank would be severely injured, and even the 9th rank would find it troublesome. Besides aliens and randomly moving stellar essence fires, there were also occasional dark stars. Dark stars were equally deadly. Therefore, they called the area beyond the stellar essence fire cluster the
Chaos Zone.
Some races called it the
Disorder Zone.
Lin Moyu gave the same orders as before, sending them to lure aliens over. He also ordered the Black Lizard and Black Profound clan members to come over.
Disorder Zone.
Lin Moyu muttered, looking into the dark and quiet deep space. Since there were more stellar essence fires ahead, there was no need to stay here. Lin Moyu wanted not only stellar essence fires but also other things. 1073 Chapter 1073 Stellar Essence Fire Cluster, Great World Laws. Every flap of the wings of the Book of the Undead allowed Lin Moyu to fly tens of thousands of kilometers. The skeletons cleared the way ahead, maintaining a distance of about 100,000 kilometers from Lin Moyu. As long as they didn't encounter a suddenly appearing dark star, this distance was safe enough. Now that he was familiar with the battlefield's starry sky, avoiding dark stars was also easy. With the light speed law halo under his feet, he advanced at a speed of 30,000 kilometers per second. 100 billion kilometers would take only 4 days to reach. Although the speed was still not as fast as the Battle King Tower, it was already fast enough for a true God realm cultivator. It was even comparable to the speed of true God level flying treasures. 3 days later, A dazzling light appeared in his vision. It was like a sky full of stars suddenly appearing in the darkness, dazzling and beautiful. From a distance, a large cluster of stellar essence fires mixed together, like a galaxy hanging in the dark starry sky. Although it looked close, it was still far away. The distance to the stellar essence fire cluster was at least 1 billion kilometers, taking about half a day to reach.
The first stellar essence fire cluster. After this, another 100 billion kilometers will lead to the second stellar essence fire cluster, where the scale of stellar essence fires is larger and more numerous. But with so many stellar essence fires, why don't God King and God Sovereign Realm cultivators come? If they did, collecting the true fire quickly shouldn't be difficult.
Lin Moyu's gaze passed over the first stellar essence fire cluster, looking into the deeper darkness. Seemed like there was nothing there, just pitch black. Because the light radiation range of the stellar essence fire was limited, it could only be seen when within a certain distance. Lin Moyu found it strange, as if the stellar essence fire had its own territory, only visible when entering its domain. As the distance to the stellar essence fire cluster decreased, the temperature began to gradually rise. The large cluster of stellar essence fires gathered together, causing the temperature to rise higher and higher. In an instant, the temperature rose from below 0 to over 100 degrees and continued to rise. Stellar essence fire is the final remnant of a star, the essence of a star's brilliant life. Its temperature is actually very high, with powerful stellar essence fires reaching millions, even billions of degrees. If it were a super god realm person, they wouldn't be able to get close at all. Those powerful stellar essence fires are enough to burn a true god to death. Lin Moyu still remembered when the stellar essence fire erupted. Those super god realm cultivators fled quickly, not daring to touch it. As the distance decreased, Lin Moyu roughly counted, estimating that there were about 2,000 to 3,000 stellar essence fires in this cluster. The number was quite astonishing, and the competition was equally fierce. When the distance reached 100 million kilometers, Lin Moyu suddenly stopped. Felt like he had entered another space, bringing a strange feeling. This space was filled with a peculiar power. Lin Moyu was very familiar with this power, having dealt with it many times.
The Great World Laws.
The power evolved from the Great World Runes, known as the power of the Great World Laws. This power existed in many places, such as some secret realms, and even in the virtual secret realms created by the Human Sovereign Network. Lin Moyu stayed in the starry sky, carefully sensing the Great World Laws. Now, he was no longer a novice who knew nothing and had his own understanding of the Great World Laws. Soon, he analyzed its meaning.
I see. No wonder God King and God Sovereign Realm cultivators don't come.
His previous doubts were answered. The stellar essence fire cluster triggered the Great World Laws, not allowing beings above the true God realm to enter. If a God King or God Sovereign insisted on entering, the Great World Laws would suppress their power to the true God realm. Not only would their power be suppressed, but it would also attract the hostility of the Great World Laws. In the Great World, no one wanted to confront the Great World Laws. In the minds of countless cultivators, the Great World Runes were the supreme existence, the ultimate pursuit. As the evolution of the Great World Runes, the Great World Laws were the ancestors of all laws, so no one would confront their ancestors. God Kings and God Sovereigns were not absolutely absent. They could hide in the void and ambush true gods of various races. As long as they didn't approach the stellar essence fire cluster, they wouldn't be suppressed. But doing so would invite bloody retaliation from other races. If you did it, other races could do the same. The result would be mutual destruction, meaningless. Thus, the rules were established. This was the battlefield for the true God realm. Lin Moyu entered a unique space covered by the Great World Laws, like entering a secret realm instance. He felt the fluctuations of the laws, indicating someone was fighting. Lin Moyu smiled slightly.
Time to mediate.
Soon, he saw two people fighting.
Demons and a butterfly clan member?
The two fighters were a ferocious demon covered in spikes, looking extremely terrifying like a beast. His opponent was a delicate butterfly clan woman. The Butterfly Clan woman's appearance was very similar to humans, except for 2 pairs of exquisite wings on her back. The wings were semicircular, covered with beautiful patterns. Very pretty. As the wings fluttered, they scattered starlight, each point of starlight condensed by the starlight law, emitting considerable power. No matter how fiercely the demon attacked, he couldn't break through the starlight defense. However, the Butterfly Clan woman was strong in defense but weak in attack, unable to harm her opponent. Both were at the 7th rank of True God, strong among the 7th rank, evenly matched, making it hard to determine a winner. Lin Moyu could see that the demon was slightly stronger. If the stalemate continued, the Butterfly Clan would lose. But it would take a long time. Most likely, they would leave after a brief fight, as prolonged combat would attract others, leading to someone else reaping the benefits. Unless there was a deep-seated hatred, a fight to the death was unlikely. Lin Moyu's arrival immediately caught their attention. Seeing Lin Moyu, the Butterfly Clan woman's eyes brightened.
Human friend, could you help me drive away this annoying guy?
Humans and the Butterfly Clan had a good relationship, being allies. When the human race faced a crisis, several races, including the Butterfly Clan, helped them. After the human race recovered, their relationship with the Butterfly Clan became closer. Faced with her request, Lin Moyu naturally had no reason to refuse. The demon saw Lin Moyu and became even more ferocious.
A first-rank True God human, ridiculous. What can he do? You little butterfly, you'll be my food. Yes, and this human too.
The Butterfly Clan woman then sensed Lin Moyu's aura, indeed only at the 1st rank of True God. Her face changed slightly.
Human friend, you should leave. It's dangerous here. Too late.
The demon roared, throwing a punch at Lin Moyu. A giant fist appeared in the starry sky, pressing down on Lin Moyu like a hill. The power of this punch was astonishing, causing the starry sky to hum. Not to mention a 1st-rank True God, even a 5th or 6th-rank True God could be killed instantly.
Be careful.
The Butterfly Clan woman shouted, her wings fluttering, scattering starlight. The starlight formed a net, reducing the fist's power by 30%.
Useless, this kid is dead. Worry about yourself.
The demon roared, no longer paying attention to Lin Moyu. In his eyes, Lin Moyu was already dead. 1074. Chapter 1074. Killing the Demon, the Refined Butterfly Clan. A pure white light suddenly shone on the demon. Lin Moyu's entire body instantly stiffened, and then the skeleton's sharp teeth and spears struck him, like countless fists landing on his body. Although each punch wasn't heavy, combined, they still caused him pain. Immediately after, a red light suddenly appeared above his head. A scream echoed through the starry sky. The demon clutched his head and screamed continuously, curling up and rolling in the starry sky. His eyes hesitantly looked at Lin Moyu, seeing that Lin Moyu was unharmed. The confident punch not only failed to kill Lin Moyu as expected, but it didn't even injure him. Instead, he suffered an extremely fierce counterattack from Lin Moyu.
Soul attack.
The demon took a pill and threw it into his mouth. His whole body flashed with a faint light, and all the pain disappeared. He instantly returned to normal. Lin Moyu could feel that this pill not only stopped the soul pain but also increased the soul defense, making his soul attacks ineffective. The demon's eyes were extremely vicious as he stared at Lin Moyu.
I didn't expect you to have soul attack abilities. It seems you are also a genius among humans. I love killing geniuses the most, especially human geniuses.
Although the demon had suffered a loss, he didn't think Lin Moyu would be his match. The Butterfly Clan woman took the opportunity to fly to Lin Moyu's side.
Human friend, you should leave quickly. I will hold him off.
The Butterfly Clan woman had a charming appearance, and her voice was as sweet as sugar. She actually had a chance to leave just now, but she didn't. Instead, she said she would hold him off. Lin Moyu knew that although her cultivation level was not lower than the demon's, she focused on defense and was at a disadvantage in battle. Lin Moyu refused her kindness,
This kind of trash can't kill me. Human boy, stop dreaming, die!
The demon roared and charged at Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu's heart moved, and a skeleton god general appeared in front of him, swinging its sword directly. The vast sword Qi, carrying the undead law, swept through the starry sky. The demon's face changed drastically, not daring to take the sword Qi head-on, and immediately retreated. The skeleton god general followed like a shadow, swinging its sword again. The demon screamed and dodged again. In the eyes of a true god, it was like teleportation, like a ghost. With extremely fast speed and the attack power of the 8th rank of true god, the demon was beaten into a sorry state. In the starry sky, he could only flee, unable to fight back.
Relying on puppets, human boy, I will remember you. Next time, I will definitely kill you.
The demon decided to retreat after leaving harsh words. The skeleton god general was too strong, leaving him helpless. Lin Moyu had no intention of letting him go.
You can't escape.
In the starry sky, hundreds of skeleton god generals appeared, surrounding him unknowingly. Before making a move, Lin Moyu had already ordered the skeleton god generals to surround him, leaving no chance for escape. Hundreds of sword Qi shot from all directions, cutting off all the demon's escape routes.
Damn it!
The demon had no way to avoid it. He took out a delicate magic stone and crushed it hard. Several hexagonal shield phantoms full of spikes appeared around him, blocking all the sword Qi. Standing within the shields, the demon stared at Lin Moyu with the most venomous eyes, gritting his teeth.
Human boy, remember this. I am a demon, a spiked demon. Today's grudge will be repaid another day.
The butterfly clan woman sighed softly.
This is a magic stone made by the ghost shield demon. It seems to have the defense of a peak true god, very hard to break. And he should use the teleportation magic stone to escape from here, making it impossible to track him.
As the butterfly clan woman spoke, the spiked demon indeed took out another magic stone. Lin Moyu chuckled.
I said he can't escape.
The law domain opened, and a strange star in gray and white rose behind him. The soul body leaped out from under the strange star. The soul body pointed at the demon.
Slash!
The soul-slashing sword flew out, ignoring the shields, and instantly pierced the spiked demon's head. The spiked demon, who was about to crush the teleportation magic stone, froze on the spot, motionless. A few seconds later, the light in his eyes dimmed, and his life force quickly faded. The law domain retracted, and the strange star disappeared. The butterfly clan woman stared blankly, her expression somewhat dazed.
He's dead?
Lin Moyu nodded, waved his hand, and collected the spiked demon's corpse. The butterfly clan woman then reacted, bowing gracefully to Lin Moyu.
Thank you for your help, my lord. I am grateful.
Lin Moyu waved his hand.
No need to be polite. Humans and the butterfly clan are allies. We should help each other. Moreover, humans and demons are mortal enemies. Naturally, we kill them on sight.
The butterfly clan woman smiled charmingly.
Regardless, I must thank you, my lord. My name is Shanai. Is this your first time here, my lord? Is there anything I can help you with?
As she spoke, she bowed gracefully again, appearing very courteous. The butterfly clan spoke softly and gently, looking very charming. Moreover, most of the clan members were female, each extremely beautiful, enjoying great fame among the myriad races. Some humans even married butterfly clan members, and the high levels of both races did not stop this. Unfortunately, there seemed to be some issues with the bloodlines between the two races, making it impossible to have offspring. The butterfly clan's territory was close to the humans' Azure Dragon Star domain, with frequent interactions. The culture of the Azure Dragon Star domain had spread to the butterfly clan, deeply loved by them. Over countless years, the butterfly clan's way of speaking had gradually become similar to that of the Azure Dragon Star domain's humans, somewhat refined. Lin Moyu asked,
Have you heard of Luo Fei from the Winged Clan?
One of Lin Moyu's goals this time was to find Luo Fei. Shundai tilted her head and thought for a while, then shook her head.
I haven't heard of him. Are you looking for him? The Wing clan seems to be enemies with the humans.
Lin Moyu nodded.
That's right.
Shundai pulled a thread from her wings and handed it to Lin Moyu.
I am from the Starlight Butterfly branch of the Butterfly clan. This is our Starlight thread. If I find out Luo Fei's whereabouts, I will use the Starlight thread to inform you.
Lin Moyu accepted the Starlight thread without hesitation.
Thank you, Miss Shundai.
Shundai covered her mouth and laughed.
It's no trouble at all. May I know your name, my lord, so I can remember who helped me?
Her refined way of speaking was indeed a bit hard to get used to. No wonder Gu Qingxian didn't like it. Gu Qingxuan's straightforward personality was indeed incompatible with this. But the Butterfly clan's soft and sweet speech made it impossible to get angry. Not only couldn't one get angry, but it was also hard to even feel anxious. Lin Moyu didn't hide.
I am Lin Moyu from the human race.
Shundai smiled like a flower.
So it's Lord Lin. I will remember. I won't disturb you any longer. Please take care, Lord Lin. Take care.
Shundai was very sensible, not disturbing Lin Moyu too much. After saying a few appropriate words, she left. Her beautiful wings fluttered gently, scattering starlight as she flew away. The Butterfly clan was indeed beautiful, but also a sad race. Lin Moyu had read some information about the Butterfly clan and knew that this race had once been in a worse situation than the humans. 1075. Chapter 1075. I declare your life has expired. The flames danced in the starry sky. The recently killed spike demon was rapidly reborn in the fire. The pale, deathly flames cast no warmth, reflecting on Lin Moyu's face. Lin Moyu pondered some information about the Butterfly clan in his mind. The Butterfly clan has been an ally of the human race for a very long time. Back then, the Butterfly clan was still very weak. Their territory was not large, mostly bordering the Azure Dragon Star domain, with a small part bordering the Vermilion Bird Star domain. From a star map, their territory was half surrounded by the human domains. The Butterfly clan was almost under the protection of the human race. Due to certain qualities of the Butterfly clan, many races would capture Butterfly clansmen, putting the Butterfly clan in a difficult situation and nearly facing extinction. The Butterfly clan was too weak at that time to protect themselves. Countless clansmen were captured, either kept as beautiful pets for amusement, or used as materials for pill or artifact refinement, as the butterfly wings were superior materials. For a race like this, even if not facing extinction, the result would often be being treated like livestock to be slaughtered at any time. Fortunately, the human race stepped in and sheltered the Butterfly clan. Not only did the human race shelter the Butterfly clan, but they also spread their teachings, allowing the Butterfly clan to produce powerful experts and truly gain a foothold in the great world. The human race had done the Butterfly clan a great favor. Later, when the human race faced a crisis and was besieged by 100 races, nearly facing extinction, the strongest experts of the Butterfly clan took action to help the humans, repaying their debt of gratitude. Because of this, the relationship between humans and the Butterfly clan became even closer, with many intermarriages between the two races. Lin Moyu withdrew his thoughts. The deathly flames had extinguished, and the reborn spiked demon knelt motionlessly before him. Lin Moyu said indifferently,
Hand over your storage items, then go and lure more aliens here. Be careful not to provoke the human race or our allies. Yes, master.
A spike fell from the spike demon's head, which was actually his storage item, looking no different from his other spikes. Lin Moyu took the spike and infused it with his soul power, seeing the items stored within.
Every race really has its own unique traits. Reading information is far less insightful than personally experiencing it.
Lin Moyu felt that no matter how much information he read, it couldn't compare to coming here himself.
Traveling 10,000 miles is better than reading 10,000 books.
After browsing through the items in the spike, there were 7 stellar essence fires in total. With this, Lin Moyu now had 22 stellar essence fires. Only 2 were collected by himself, while the rest were obtained by killing others.
It seems there's no need to collect them myself. Killing is better.
With a light laugh, he flew towards the stellar essence fire cluster again. The skeletons silently scattered, flying in all directions into the darkness. Each skeleton was Lin Moyu's eye, making it easier for him to find aliens. There wouldn't be too few aliens active here, with the average strength being around the 7th rank of True God, and rarely the 8th rank. For Lin Moyu, he could easily slaughter his way through. Soon, the skeletons transmitted information encountering aliens again. This time, it was the Blue Eye Clan. The Blue Eye Clansmen had dense fur covering their bodies and a pair of small cat-like ears. Their appearance resembled cats from the human world. Without exception, they all had a pair of blue eyes, hence their name, the Blue Eye Clan. The Blue Eye Clan's relationship with the human race was average, neither good nor bad. However, they were enemies with the Demon Clan. Lin Moyu didn't bother with them and simply passed by. In the great world, the human race had allies, enemies, and many races that were neither friend nor foe. For such races, the human race wouldn't provoke them without reason either. The Blue Eye Clan was not weak. Otherwise, they wouldn't dare be enemies with the Demon Clan. Next, the skeletons continuously transmitted information. Within the stellar essence fire cluster, there were indeed many races present. Moreover, the closer to the stellar essence fire cluster, the more races there were. Battles erupted constantly, with the laws clashing in the starry sky, sending out waves of fluctuations. Some were in fierce battles, some took the opportunity to profit, while others launched sneak attacks. This area could be described as extremely chaotic. Suddenly, one of the skeletons was attacked and instantly destroyed. The opponent's attack wasn't particularly strong but carried a unique law, causing the skeleton to collapse. At the last moment, Lin Moyu saw the appearance of the opponent. It wasn't just one, but a group of small figures, their bodies encased in golden iron. They curiously looked at the shattered skeleton god warrior.
The Cracking Earth Clan.
Lin Moyu's heart stirred, and he immediately flew over. The Cracking Earth Clan was also an enemy of the human race. They specialized in the Cracking Law. The Cracking Law belonged to the second-tier laws with average ranking but considerable might. It was said that if the Cracking Law was cultivated to the extreme, it could crack the heavens and earth, shattering all things. Lin Moyu's skeleton god warrior had experienced the power of the Cracking Law for the first time, and its might was indeed formidable. The Cracking Law directly acted on the internal structure of the skeleton, disintegrating it from within. If the Cracking Law acted on a human body, it would also disintegrate the body from the inside. To a certain extent, it could bypass defenses. At the same time, the Cracking Earth Clan preferred to act in groups, as Lin Moyu had just witnessed, with 10 Cracking Earth Clansmen present. Each was at the 7th rank of True God. Combined, their battle strength allowed them to walk horizontally in this area. If others saw 10 Cracking Earth Clansmen coming, they would have to retreat, unable to resist. Lin Moyu, however, went to meet them instead. There was a hint of excitement in his eyes. For Lin Moyu, this was a great opportunity. 10 Cracking Earth Clansmen, who knew how long they had been active here and how much they had harvested. However, Lin Moyu was clear that soon, all their possessions would belong to him. In this area, there was no mercy, no compassion, and no morality. Racial conflicts meant life or death, with only fists as the hard truth. Lin Moyu's fists were now very big, so he was the truth. The 10 Cracking Earth Clansmen had no idea that Lin Moyu had set his sights on them. They had found a stellar essence fire and began collecting it. One person collected while the other 9 stood guard. Since they acted as a group, they had no worries. In their minds, in this area, they could walk horizontally. Even if they encountered a peak True God 7th rank expert, they didn't need to fear with their numbers and the Cracking Law. They collected the stellar essence fire without any concerns, keeping their distance from other races. In their vicinity, there were no other aliens. Thousands of skeleton god warriors silently surrounded them from all directions. Lin Moyu never let his guard down, going all out even against the weak. Moreover, to prevent situations like the Spike Demon, Lin Moyu himself rushed over to ensure success. If the soul-slashing sword hadn't been used for a soul attack back then, he might not have been able to subdue the Spike Demon. Soon, Lin Moyu's figure appeared in the cracking Earth Clansman's line of sight. Seeing Lin Moyu alone at only the first rank of True God, the 10 cracking Earth Clansmen revealed excited expressions.
A little human brat, you dare come here at only the first rank of True God. I declare your life has expired.
1076. Chapter 1076. Premium Stellar Essence Fire. Complete Chaos. The voice of the cracking Earth Clan had a metallic tone, just like their appearance. Lin Moyu had just heard the soft and sweet words of the Butterfly Clan, and now he was hearing the voice of the cracking Earth Clan. Without contrast, there is no harm. Lin Moyu couldn't help but frown.
Their voices are really unpleasant to hear.
The cracking Earth Clansmen were stunned for a moment, finding it strange that Lin Moyu, facing imminent death, still had the leisure to comment on the quality of their voices. Shouldn't he be afraid instead? But there was not a hint of fear on Lin Moyu's face.
Is this guy an idiot? I've heard there's a type of human called a fool. Could he be one of them? It's possible, but who cares? He's just a True God first rank. Let's kill him first. I'll go. I haven't taken action in a long time.
The cracking Earth Clansmen discussed among themselves. Lin Moyu remained silent, calmly watching them. With a slight movement of his heart, the surrounding skeleton god generals suddenly accelerated. At the extreme speed of 30,000 kilometers per second, thousands of skeleton god generals appeared like they had teleported, instantly surrounding the area. Before the cracking Earth Clansmen could react, thousands of sword chi had already slashed out.
What is this? Where did all these skeletons come from? Heavens, this sword chi.
The skeleton god generals attacked too quickly, and the sword chi instantly devoured them. As the sword chi swept past, their metallic bodies were sliced into pieces, floating in the starry sky. The 10 cracking Earth Clansmen, powerful enough to walk horizontally in this area, were instantly killed.
Too much chatter.
Lin Moyu flicked his finger, releasing a ball of flame. In the firelight, the 10 dead cracking Earth Clansmen were rapidly reborn, transformed into resurrected beings, respectfully kneeling before Lin Moyu.
Hand over all your storage items.
Lin Moyu looked down at them, his gaze devoid of joy or sorrow, as if he had just done something trivial. 10 metal pieces flew neatly towards Lin Moyu. The cracking Earth Clan's bodies were half made of metal, and their storage spaces were within the metal. With a slight movement of his soul power, Lin Moyu immediately took possession of all the items inside. A total of 30 stellar essence fires, causing Lin Moyu to reveal a hint of joy. Apart from the stellar essence fires, there were also many materials. They were from various races, showing that the cracking Earth Clansmen had killed many from other races as well. Now, Lin Moyu had 62 stellar essence fires, far more efficient than collecting them himself. Lin Moyu asked,
Do you know Luo Fei of the Wing Clan? We know him. He's very powerful, with the combat strength of an 8th rank True God. He has killed many, and used to roam this area, but he's gone now. If he was still here, we wouldn't dare come.
The 10 of them spoke one after another, their metallic voices ringing incessantly, causing Lin Moyu to frown. Even as resurrected beings, these fellows hadn't changed their habit of chattering nonsense. Lin Moyu said in a low voice,
Shut up, no more nonsense. Do you know where he went? Probably deeper, to the 2nd Stellar Essence Fire Cluster. That place is really dangerous. I don't know why he would go there. It's not that he wants to, it's because he wants to find premium Stellar Essence Fires. A single premium Stellar Essence Fire is worth 1,000 ordinary Stellar Essence Fires. There's no comparison. Premium Stellar Essence Fires and ordinary ones are completely different things. The effects of premium ones are too great.
Another stream of nonsense, causing Lin Moyu to frown again. His previous order seemed to have no effect. Chattering nonsense was an instinct for these fellows, like eating and drinking, deeply ingrained in their bones. From their nonsense, Lin Moyu heard some unusual information. First, he learned of the possible location Luo Fei had gone to. At the same time, he also heard about premium stellar essence fires. Lin Moyu asked,
"What's so special about premium stellar essence fires?" "The difference is huge. Ordinary stellar essence fires can be used to enhance stellar power, and with enough of them, new stars can even be formed. Premium stellar essence fires can be absorbed to increase the fusion degree of spells."
Lin Moyu didn't expect that premium stellar essence fires had such an effect, able to increase the fusion degree of spells. Lin Moyu said in a low voice,
"Isn't that similar to the effect of stellar fire seeds?"
The 10 of them immediately said,
"It's different. Stellar fire seeds are miraculous treasures born from stars, with far better effects than premium stellar essence fires. But stellar fire seeds are too rare, one might not obtain any in a lifetime. Premium stellar essence fires are different, they're also rare, but at least there's a chance. And if the effect is insufficient, the quantity can make up for it. With enough premium stellar essence fires absorbed, the effect might even surpass stellar fire seeds."
Lin Moyu's heart stirred. He still had some planetary-level spells. Although the stellar fire seed was recovering, there was only one, not enough to share. If he could obtain enough premium stellar essence fires, could he elevate his other planetary spells to the stellar level? The difference between planetary and stellar levels was huge, something Lin Moyu was well aware of. Stellar-level spells could carry laws, something planetary-level spells couldn't match. Lin Moyu knew he had to go deeper. Whether it was to find Luo Fei or premium stellar essence fires, this trip was necessary. Although the deeper areas were dangerous, with his current strength, self-protection shouldn't be an issue.
"You will now go and find races hostile to humans, but do not kill them, only severely injure them and bring them back."
After some thought, Lin Moyu gave them a new order. With the strength of 10 cracking Earth clansmen, they could indeed walk horizontally in this area. As long as they provoked others, almost no one would dare provoke them. Lin Moyu instructed them to target human enemies, injuring them severely but not killing, and bringing them back. He would then deliver the final blow, ensuring the kill was credited to him. This was necessary because there was no coverage of the human sovereign network here, so he had to do it this way, troublesome as it was. He had no intention of collecting stellar essence fires himself anymore, having found an easier method, so why bother with the harder path? Lin Moyu planned to wait here for a while, clearing out all the aliens in this area. Just one day later, the 10 cracking Earth clansmen brought back a severely injured demon. Shortly after, the cracking Earth clan and the demon left separately, with the demon also becoming a resurrected being. Lin Moyu gained another 3 stellar essence fires. The number of stellar essence fires had reached 65. The cracking Earth clan was highly efficient, bringing back injured aliens almost every day to be finished off by Lin Moyu and turned into resurrected beings. The Golden Eagle clan, Silver Snake clan, Ironwood clan, Lin Moyu's army of resurrected beings grew larger and larger. Lin Moyu had the resurrected beings work in groups of 5, maintaining their absolute combat strength through cooperation. Soon, a strange phenomenon appeared in this area. Some clearly hostile races were joining forces to attack other races. It was understandable if it was just the 10 cracking Earth clansmen working together. But for the Golden Eagle clan and the Demon clan, who were enemies of humans, to join forces in attacking others was bizarre. The area within billions of kilometers of the first stellar essence fire cluster descended into complete chaos. 1077. Chapter 1077. The honey-collecting butterfly, Flash Star appears. Due to Lin Moyu's actions, the first stellar essence fire cluster entered a new state. However, because this was a battlefield, it was originally in a state of disorder, and there was no information transmission between different races. So the chaotic state only spread among cultivators of the same race. Among them, human cultivators felt it the most. In this area, humans repeatedly saw groups of aliens passing by them. When they were horrified and ready to fight to the death, these aliens ignored them and quickly moved away, only to engage in battles in the distance. From beginning to end, the humans were not affected, and even some races friendly to humans were also not affected. Lin Moyu's order was to ignore humans and their allies, targeting only those races hostile to humans. There were even instances of infighting within the same race. A resurrected demon encountered another demon.
Why? We are of the same race. What is going on? Why are you teaming up with the enemy and betraying our race?
The demon roared in anger, his voice echoing through the starry sky. He was not the only one. Other races encountered the same problem. They were attacked by their own kind, who had teamed up with enemies. Such things had never happened before, but now they were happening for Real. Resurrected beings would not answer. They only followed Lin Moyu's orders. After becoming resurrected, they were no longer part of their original race. If resurrected beings had no time limit, they could become a new race, the resurrected race. As time passed, Lin Moyu's army of resurrected beings grew larger. 10 days later, the army had grown to 100. As the numbers increased, the growth rate of the army multiplied geometrically. 20 days later, the army had grown to 500. In just 10 days, it had increased fivefold. 500 resurrected beings from dozens of races, all enemies of humans. Back then, there were over 100 races that invaded humans, and nearly half of them had gathered here. In the first stellar essence fire cluster, almost all the races hostile to humans were present. In 20 days, the resurrected army had swept through this area several times. Those who should be killed were killed, and those who should flee had fled. During this period, the battlefield plate on Lin Moyu's waist kept flashing with a faint light, recording his achievements. Every alien he personally killed would eventually become his reward. The number of stellar essence fires he had collected had already exceeded 4 digits, reaching a total of 1,356. One Starfire Jade bottle could no longer hold them all, so Lin Moyu had to use alien containers to store the stellar essence fires. No matter how fast he collected them himself, it was impossible to gather over 1,000 stellar essence fires in just 20 days. There was no faster way to harvest them than this.
It's time to head to the second stellar essence fire cluster.
Lin Moyu gave the order, letting the skeletons clear the way ahead, followed closely by the resurrected army, while he followed from tens of thousands of kilometers away, heading towards the second stellar essence fire cluster. Some aliens who had escaped from the first stellar essence fire cluster looked shocked. They felt their previous experiences were somewhat surreal and unbelievable. They had never seen different races working together, especially some that were enemies. This situation completely overturned their understanding. When something unusual happens, there must be a reason. They realized something was wrong and quickly reported back to their races. But they couldn't explain the situation clearly, as they had never seen Lin Moyu and had no idea what was happening. In the first stellar essence fire cluster, Jay was leisurely collecting stellar essence fires. The starlight law intertwined in the starry sky. Although the butterfly clan's attack power was not strong, their defense was quite good. Within the starlight law, even the Shadow Clan couldn't launch a sneak attack on her. Jay seemed a bit absent-minded, her gaze slightly unfocused, clearly thinking about something else. 2 days ago, she had seen the spiked demon again. At that time, she was startled. She had clearly seen the spiked demon killed with her own eyes, so how was he alive again? Moreover, the spiked demon was with other races, flying past her without paying any attention to her. She had bravely followed them from a distance and witnessed a shocking scene. The spiked demon and several other strong individuals from different races teamed up to attack a demon. They severely injured the true god's 7th-rank demon and then took him away. Jay continued to follow and eventually saw the skeletons. Seeing the skeletons, Jay knew it was Lin Moyu. She had also received information from her clan, knowing that something unusual had been happening here recently. Only then did she truly understand that Lin Moyu was behind it all. However, Jay was very smart and kept her mouth shut, not revealing anything. But her curiosity about Lin Moyu grew.
Lin Moyu, what kind of person are you?
Jie murmured softly, a smile appearing on her beautiful face. After collecting the stellar essence fire in front of her, she flapped her beautiful butterfly wings and flew towards another stellar essence fire. She hummed an unknown tune, accompanied by the sound of her soul, drifting through the starry sky. She looked just like a little butterfly collecting honey among the flowers. After flying over 1 billion kilometers, Lin Moyu felt like he had broken through a barrier and entered another space. He knew he had left the range of the first stellar essence fire cluster and re-entered the 5 to 38 battlefield area. Within the range of the stellar essence fire cluster, there were no dark stars. Apart from needing to watch out for aliens, there was almost no danger. But from now on, dark stars would appear, and their frequency and speed would be higher than before. The journey from the first stellar essence fire cluster to the second was a total of 10 billion kilometers. Even at full speed, it would take 4 days to fly. With the interference of dark stars, this time would be extended. Lin Moyu also had to watch out for aliens, as this area was not devoid of them. Without the suppression of the Great World Laws, he might even encounter God King-level aliens, making it even more dangerous. Lin Moyu let the skeletons clear the way. With the skeletons around, it would be difficult for aliens to launch a sneak attack on him. They could also detect dark stars early, making it possible to traverse this 10 billion kilometer area without issue. The starry sky was extremely quiet, with no sound at all. Only the faint light of the light-speed law halo shone. The first day passed peacefully, with everything seeming calm. Lin Moyu flew at full speed, covering 2.5 billion kilometers. But on the second day, 5 resurrected beings suddenly died. Lin Moyu was slightly shocked. The 5 resurrected beings were about 300,000 kilometers away from him. They were in a group of 5, each with the strength of a true god 7th rank. Yet they died silently. There were a few skeletons nearby. Using the skeleton's vision, Lin Moyu saw a dark star with a diameter of over 1,000 kilometers. This dark star had suddenly appeared, like it was passing by, and after killing the 5 resurrected beings, it flew away and disappeared.
Dark star.
Lin Moyu frowned. The appearance of the dark star was too abrupt, and its disappearance was also very strange, like it had fallen into water and entered another space, vanishing instantly. Lin Moyu had encountered a similar dark star when he first arrived on the battlefield. This was the second one. Such dark stars that appeared and disappeared like this were called flash stars. Their trajectories were unpredictable, entirely a matter of luck. 1078. Chapter 1078. Failed sneak attack, pursued instead. Through the resurrected beings of other races, Lin Moyu obtained a lot of information. Besides the first and second stellar essence fire clusters, there is a third stellar essence fire cluster deeper in. As for whether there is a fourth or fifth, Lin Moyu speculates that there should be. However, the difficulty is too high and very few people can enter. Just the second stellar essence fire cluster is already very dangerous. One must first pass through a starry sky with dark stars appearing over a distance of 10 billion kilometers to reach it. On the way, there will be flash stars appearing silently, killing people without a sound. Moreover, in the second stellar essence fire cluster, there are flash fires just like flash stars, equally deadly. In addition, one must always be on guard against sneak attacks and assassinations from other races. Combining these 3 dangers, if one does not have the strength of a true god 8th rank, it is basically impossible to reach the second stellar essence fire cluster. In the second stellar essence fire cluster, there is a very low probability of encountering premium stellar essence fires, which can be used to enhance the fusion degree of spells, making them rare treasures. Beyond the second stellar essence fire cluster, another 10 billion kilometers deeper, lies the third stellar essence fire cluster. That area is for True God 9th rank and even peak True God activities. Flash stars and flash fires are more concentrated, appearing more frequently, and the danger level increases significantly. However, the probability of encountering premium stellar essence fires also increases significantly. Based on this, Lin Moyu believes there should be a fourth stellar essence fire cluster. It is estimated that one would need the strength of a god king to reach it. But each stellar essence fire cluster has a common characteristic. The realm of all entrants will be suppressed to the true god realm. Even if a god king comes, their cultivation will only be at the true god 9th rank. So one needs the strength to fight across realms. But this is not a problem for Lin Moyu, as his true realm is only the 1st rank of true god. The suppression only affects the realm, not the actual combat power. In other words, if a god king enters the area covered by the stellar essence fire, Lin Moyu is fully confident that he can kill them without much effort. Unless that god king also has the strength to fight across realms.
This place is very suitable for me,
Lin Moyu said softly, continuing to fly towards the 2nd stellar essence fire cluster. As he got closer to the 2nd stellar essence fire cluster, the frequency of dark stars increased, and flash stars appeared from time to time. Sometimes, dark stars suddenly appeared nearby, brushing past Lin Moyu's team. Sometimes they collided head-on, appearing too suddenly to avoid. Skeletons collapsed and resurrected beings died on the spot. Flash stars appeared frequently, very dangerous. A true god 7th rank encountering one would have no chance of survival. A true god 8th rank might have a chance to survive. Even Lin Moyu had to pay some price in this 10 billion kilometer area. When the dazzling firelight appeared in his vision, the number of resurrected beings had reduced to less than 200. Having a large team also had its drawbacks. The frequency of flash star collisions also increased accordingly. When there was still 100 million kilometers left to the stellar essence fire cluster, Lin Moyu once again felt the change in space and the fluctuations of the great world laws. After 4 days of continuous flight, he finally entered the 2nd stellar essence fire cluster. Here, dark stars disappeared, and there were no flash stars. However, flash stars turned into even more dangerous flash fires. The flashing stellar essence fires were enough to burn a true god 8th rank to ashes. They appeared mysteriously, bringing death. Lin Moyu entered the cluster, scanning the surroundings, and said loudly,
"Come out, stop hiding."
He not only used his eyes to look but also used the eyes of the skeletons. From the perspective of the undead, the hidden beings of other races had nowhere to hide. Less than 20,000 kilometers away, a shadow was crouching. It had no aura, blending perfectly with the surroundings, completely invisible. But from the perspective of the undead, there was a soul flame on its body, extremely obvious. Lin Moyu's voice transmitted through soul communication. It was clearly audible within a range of 100,000 kilometers. But the other party remained motionless, as if they hadn't heard. Lin Moyu chuckled.
"You think I'm talking nonsense, right? Since you don't move, then don't move."
The skeleton god general, stepping on the light speed law halo, appeared beside the shadow like teleportation, swinging its sword. The vast sword chi cut through the starry sky. The shadow finally moved, accompanied by a strange cry, shooting towards Lin Moyu. At the same time, a beam of light shot out like an arrow. Lin Moyu chuckled, and a resurrected being appeared in front of him, blocking the attack. The beam of light was extremely powerful, piercing through 4 resurrected beings before dissipating. The resurrected beings hit by the beam exploded on the spot, their bodies burning with fierce flames, instantly turning to ashes, their souls extinguished.
Flame explosion law.
Lin Moyu immediately recognized that the opponent's attack contained the flame explosion law. The flame explosion law belongs to the fire element laws, extremely powerful, and is considered top tier among the second-tier laws. The resurrected beings were not afraid of death and immediately counterattacked. Various attacks were launched, including the Starlight Law, Ice Law, and Cracking Law. The laws roared, rendering the starry sky in a myriad of colors. The opponent was clearly startled, not daring to take the attacks head-on, and retreated quickly. The skeleton god general attacked again, the undead law rolling, slashing out strong sword chi. The opponent was very fast, dodging again. At this moment, Lin Moyu missed the Skeleton King's star-slaying skill. The greatest advantage of this skill was that it was unavoidable. Unfortunately, the Skeleton King was only a planetary-level spell and couldn't merge with the power of a stellar-level skeleton. As long as it hadn't become stellar-level, this spell was useless and couldn't be used. Lin Moyu had thought about it before, that if he had the chance, he would definitely upgrade the Summon Skeleton King to stellar level. Maybe by then, it could combine with other stellar-level summoning spells to form a 9-star spell system. Multi-star spells, with each additional star, the power would increase significantly. Lin Moyu had already felt the benefits of multi-star spells. He was only a true god 1st rank, but even the weakest skeleton was equivalent to a true god 5th rank, easily fighting across levels. Of course, part of the reason for his strength was due to his talent. But multi-star spells also played a crucial role. Under the pursuit of the skeleton god general and the resurrected beings, the opponent finally revealed its true form. Its body suddenly enlarged, transforming into a giant snake thousands of meters long. Its body was covered with scales, and the scales emitted sparks, like a fire snake.
Starfire Python!
Lin Moyu recognized this race, which was considered above average among the myriad races in the Great World. The Starfire Python had strong individual strength, and there were powerful beings within the race, but their numbers were few with poor reproductive ability. He didn't expect to encounter one here. It was hiding here, probably intending to ambush those who entered. But it didn't expect to be discovered by Lin Moyu. The sneak attack failed, and it was now being pursued. 1079. Chapter 1079. Soul manifestation is strong, but it has weaknesses. With the light speed law halo, the speed of the skeleton god generals and the resurrected beings was astonishingly fast. No matter how the Starfire Python tried to escape, it was tightly entangled by them. The Starfire Python, with the strength of a true god 8th rank, was much stronger than the resurrected beings, but it was only on par with the skeleton god generals. At this moment, nearly 100 resurrected beings and dozens of skeleton god generals were chasing it, leaving the Starfire Python no chance to fight back. It could only desperately flee and dodge, but the space for dodging was rapidly shrinking. The skeleton god generals silently completed the encirclement. Lin Moyu had already seen that the Starfire Python had the intention to retreat and wanted to escape. Unfortunately, it had run into him, and there was no reason to let it go.
Human friend, let me go. I can pay the price.
The Starfire Python's voice sounded in Lin Moyu's ear. Knowing it couldn't win and that its life was in danger, the Starfire Python began to beg for mercy. If the situation were reversed, the outcome would be different. The Starfire Python's cruelty was somewhat famous in the Great World. Lin Moyu's voice was calm and cold.
Since you're here, you might as well stay.
The Starfire Python's heart sank.
Human, if you do this, it will cause racial conflict. Our Starfire Python clan is not an enemy of your human race.
Lin Moyu said indifferently.
Although we are not blood enemies, there is still a lot of hatred. Over the years, many humans have died in your mouths. Talking is useless. You should stay here peacefully.
The Starfire Python's heart sank further. Lin Moyu's tone was so indifferent, as if he had already considered it a dead python. At the same time, anger surged in its heart, and it roared.
Do you really think our Starfire Python clan is easy to bully?
With a piercing howl, the starry sky was instantly engulfed in flames. The Starfire Python opened its law domain. With the strength of a true god 8th rank, its law domain was extremely powerful. Lin Moyu also opened his law domain to confront it. Although there was a significant difference in their cultivation levels, Lin Moyu's undead law was a first-tier law. Coupled with the killing law's enhancement, Lin Moyu's law domain was extremely powerful, far surpassing those of the same level. Confronting the Starfire Python's explosive flame law domain, he was only slightly at a disadvantage.
Impossible!
The Starfire Python roared in disbelief. How could a true god 1st rank's law domain contend with its own? The Starfire Python's law domain covered the starry sky for thousands of miles, while Lin Moyu's law domain was only 100,000 meters. But the seemingly powerful explosive flame law domain could never suppress Lin Moyu's law domain.
What kind of law is this? Why is it so strong?
Lin Moyu said indifferently.
Why don't you try and find out?
With a light touch of his finger, hundreds of skeleton god generals appeared in the starry sky, wielding sharp swords and charging at the starfire python. The skeleton god generals were entwined with the law dragon, launching fierce attacks within the explosive flame law domain.
Where did all these puppets come from?
The starfire python screamed, retreating frantically, and its law domain began to shrink rapidly, condensing into a fireball with a diameter of only 100 meters. A slightly smaller starfire python flew out of the fireball. The starfire python's soul absorbed the law domain, refining it into its soul. Using the law domain as flesh and blood, and the law domain as armor and sword. This made the originally fragile soul extremely powerful, turning the ethereal soul into a physical entity, achieving soul manifestation. Soul manifestation is the most powerful attack method in the true God realm. The soul contains the law domain, using the soul to contain the law, manipulating the law, greatly increasing the power of the law. Soul manifestation, besides having powerful attacks, is also the foundation for cultivating the soul law domain in the God King realm. If one cannot achieve soul manifestation, it is impossible to cultivate the soul law domain in the God King realm. Lin Moyu had seen soul manifestation before. On the human sovereign arena, Zhuang Bai had displayed his soul manifestation. Although soul manifestation is strong, it is not enough to make Lin Moyu afraid.
Die!
The starfire python roared, its soul flying towards Lin Moyu like lightning. Wherever the soul passed, the starry sky exploded, the explosive flame law igniting large areas of the starry sky, and the skeleton god generals were blown away. Their bones were shattered, almost reduced to dust. The resurrected beings were even more destroyed, turning to ashes in an instant, with a third of them dying. Using the soul to manipulate the law increased the power of the law by at least 50%. Lin Moyu's expression remained unchanged, still cold and indifferent. He slowly raised his finger.
Do you know? Soul manifestation is only flawless when fully completed. You have only initially completed soul manifestation. It seems powerful, but it has many problems, and they are fatal.
The starfire python heard Lin Moyu's voice but didn't react immediately. At this moment, red light appeared in its eyes, and a chill rose from the depths of its soul, sensing a deadly danger. But it was too late. Fusion spell, time curse, stellar level spell, undead gaze. Under the dual soul attacks, the starfire python let out a miserable scream. It felt its soul being torn apart, and the soul armor appeared, with the law domain also manifesting. The soul armor shattered under the attack, and the law domain couldn't fully cover the soul, leaving many gaps. These gaps were fatal. Lin Moyu said indifferently,
Before fully completing soul manifestation, don't leave your body. Without the protection of the body in the soul world, the soul is extremely fragile in reality. If you don't understand this, you deserve this disaster.
Lin Moyu's words were like a curse, plunging the starfire python into an abyss. It roared madly, its law domain boiling, igniting the starry sky again. The flames surged, and the starfire python's soul, heavily injured, fled back to its body in extreme distress. Without fully completing soul manifestation, the law domain's protection had gaps, and it happened to encounter Lin Moyu, who had extremely strong soul attack power. It was like a house leaking during a rainy night, with misfortune piling on misfortune. If given another chance, the starfire python would never do this again. Sending itself to death was not the way to do it. The soul returned to the body, but before it could react, the sword chi of the skeleton god general had already arrived. The sword chi carried the undead law, with terrifying corrosive power. The spell carried the law, and as a first-tier law, the undead law's attack power far exceeded the explosive flame law. The undead law invaded the body, and the flames on the starfire python quickly extinguished. The starfire python screamed continuously, the pain in its soul and body making it roll madly in the starry sky. The scales on the Starfire Python's body were extremely tough, and the skeleton god general's attack power reached the true god 8th rank, but a single attack couldn't kill it. Although it was still alive for now, it was only a matter of time before it was killed. With such severe soul injuries, even if it barely survived, it would be difficult to advance in the future. Soul injuries are extremely difficult to heal.
The Starfire Python clan will not let you go. Wait for our revenge. We will kill millions, tens of millions of humans, destroy your life star systems, and make you pay the price.
The Starfire Python knew it was doomed and screamed madly. Lin Moyu's voice turned cold.
If you want revenge, come find me. If you dare to retaliate against the human race, I will exterminate the Starfire Python clan. Just you, a true god 1st rank, dare to speak so arrogantly.
The Starfire Python laughed madly, having no more scruples as it faced death. Lin Moyu's voice carried killing intent.
Yes, I am only a true god 1st rank now, but I can kill you.
Hearing this, the Starfire Python trembled, feeling a deep chill. Finally, fear appeared in its crazed eyes. 1080.